Hello my dudes, dudettes, and everything in between. Welcome back to Clive Games, and today we're going to be continuing on where we left off with our Final Fantasy XIV story. We just got done with the level 50 Scholar mission, and now we're continuing on with our level 50 Summoner mission. Yes, I'm absolutely certain. It was the same Dark Summoner whom Yamitra described to us. We were celebrating a recent find, the Soul Crystal of an Allagan summoner, when a man in black robes suddenly appeared and demanded we surrender the gem. Naturally, we objected to this arrogant imposition, but he simply sneered at our refusal. The next moment, the world exploded into flame. Through a haze of agony, I saw him snatch up the Soul Crystal from a smoldering body and stride off towards the singing shards. The bastard slaughtered my friend. There was no warning, no negotiation. If the gods grant you the chance to exact vengeance, then I pray you show him the same mercy he afforded us. Another soul crystal. Yes, it makes sense that he would shift his attention to a more easily obtainable gem. After all your progress, you would now make a most formidable opponent. I must apologize for not sharing my theory earlier. I suspect that Tristan might desire a soul crystal you carry, but did not wish to draw any premature conclusions without sufficient evidence. I am at a loss, however, to explain why he seeks to collect more of these Allagan relics. We shall just have to ask the villain himself after we corner him in the singing shards. Let us be on our way. Okay. Quickest way to the singing shards over here. I didn't do anything to you, Hippogriff. Leave me alone. Oh, fate joined. Yay. Be in the middle of all these stupid see it. Where do we go? Oh, we were just it's just because we were on Fluffy. Okay. I brought you the soul crystals, as promised. Yes, these appear to be authentic Allagan artifacts. Very well, I shall honor our bargain. From within these gems I shall draw forth the memories of the ancient summoners and the slumbering essence of an elder primal. All the attendant knowledge and power shall be yours. That's not good. Oh god, the pain. What's up? Ah, the bumbling summoner and his incompetent lackey make an appearance at last. You think to capture me? Fools, I have orchestrated your every move. You have grown much in the art, it is true, but through the wisdom of the Paragons I now command the power of an elder primal. You made a deal with the Paragons? And you call us fools? The Ascians will never relinquish their hold on you. Small price to pay. If you could but feel the strength that fills my entire being, it is indescribable. I will use this power to annihilate the Beast Tribe and put an end to their insufferable rituals once and for all. The primals will rise no more. Hear me, Demon King of devouring flame. Feed on my ever-burning anguish and be reborn. That's a big eggy. The culmination of my sacred duty is at hand. But first, there is one more soul crystal that must be mine. I will tolerate its wasted potential no longer. That is a very big belly eggy. I'm gonna focus on the eggy first. Ooh, you're doing more damage than I like. Oh, Mitra. Thank you, Mitra. I was out of it. That's bull. I call such bull. What did you do? Did you just... Oh, Armageddon. Oh, it's just the elevator. Wide area. You're getting there. Virus. Sounds like a... There we go. All the memories of summers past, I should have been unstoppable. I will sear this disease of beastmen from the face of the land. Deprived of worshippers, the primal that tempered my weak-willed sibling will wither into oblivion. So, I see my order's records were accurate. Though it was very deep in the archives, I but recently uncovered a report that described how you slew your own brother. He was corrupted during your ill-fated encounter with Ifrit, was he not? I imagine your superiors in the Immortal Flames thought it a mercy to conceal that inglorious detail. Once the soft-hearted fool had been tempered, there was no saving him. And thus I took it upon myself to expunge the taint of embarrassment. But my work is left undone. The primal, no, all primals must suffer for that insult. After I killed my brother, I found myself liberated, my vision clear. No deed was too vile if it promised to add to the power I required. How can you not see? I am the sword of vengeance, and I shall wrest that soul crystal from your blasted corpse. Dude, stay down, stay down. Oh, and he just kind of blew himself up. Kind of counterproductive. I wonder which struck the first blow to his sanity, the despair of his brother's tempering or the guilt from slaying his own kin. It is ironic to think that discounting the means our purposes were fundamentally one and the same. A summoner employs the savagery of the primals to conquer the primals themselves. Had Tristan approached us as an ally, we might have found ourselves aiding his cause. Alas, he chose to walk the path of bloodshed. Each vicious act must have pushed the man deeper into madness until, eventually, the lust for power and vengeance was all that drove him. The might of the primals carries with it a burden of responsibility and a measure of danger. I hope never to see you corrupted by the potent energies you wield, Clive. It is time we return to Apkalu Falls. The Dark Summoner is no more. That's quite a side end for him. Apkalu Falls is this way. And I've been thinking that Primal Fear mission that unlocks a new Primal is not really part of the story. And in order to do all the extra primals will take a lot of time. So I'm probably not going to do all the extra primals until way later in the game. Now, if they have like a story to them, like there are some fights that actually have stories to them, those I will do, but some, like, I'm gonna spoil, like, you get to refight Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan in hard version, and then extreme version. And they're really not that important to do, honestly, so I'm not really gonna do them. Kind of save time for you guys, and we'll go back and do it if we want. Oh, how I would love to declare our troubles at an end, but I fear the Ascian with whom Tristan made his bargain is yet afoot. These so-called paragons prey upon men and women who are at their weakest, speaking honeyed words to lead them down the road to destruction. In this manner they seek to plunge the realm of Eorzea into chaos. It is reassuring to know that heroes like you exist to foil their never-ending schemes and foul plots. An outright war against the Ascian looms closer day by day. Thus would I have you arming yourself with the last piece of the Evoker's attire. Heck yeah! It was discovered that the same dig site whence Tristan seized the soul crystal, and the Saint Cognac fine researchers, grateful for your actions in bringing the murderous summoners to justice, insisted that you complete your set. One can never be over-prepared when heading into battle against a paragon. Wear it proudly, Clive. Speaking of preparations, were you aware of the deeper layer of power hidden within your avatars? A technique exists that allows you to tap into the full potential of your Eggy. You must have seen Tristan employing this ability. During the final battle with the Dark Summoner, you would have heard a whisper emanating from the Soul Crystal. Still your mind now, Clive, and you will hear the voices of the ancient summoners instructing you in their greatest achievement. The true power of the Eggy will be yours. Yeah! Enkindle. And it's just saying we can't do it until blah blah blah, just like with Scholar. Alright, so we got a new ability. I don't know why it didn't show up. Oh, it did. It's just... Alright. So, Enkindle, specifically for Ifrit, it is Inferno. Deals fire damage with a potency of 300 to all enemies in a cone before it, and then damage over time of 20 for 15 seconds. So this is like each Eggy's super move. So that's Ifrit's. I'm gonna put that. Sorry. There, I think. And then let's look at the other ones. For Titan, it is Earth and Fury. Deals earth damage with a 300 potency to all nearby targets. Creates an area of molten earth around the caster, dealing damage to any enemies who enter for 20 potency for 50 seconds. So I feel like that's just as powerful as the Ifrit one, except it's like in a circle as opposed to a cone. And then Garuda's Aerial Blast. Orders Garuda execute deals wind damage with a potency of 350 to target and all nearby enemies nearby it. It can only be affected, blah blah blah. So that's a powerful one hit. But I think out of all of them, 20 potency over 15 seconds, blah blah blah, is a little bit more powerful. But it's just based on whatever Eggy you have out at the time. It's not a big deal if you use one or the other. So let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and get the complete attire. It's not bad at all. I kind of really like the wings. I really do like the wings. Alrighty. And just like with the Scholar, we got a new and upgraded version of all this gear. Now that looks nice. That looks very nice. So much more like pop between the green and the gold. Oh, I like that a lot. Alright. So now all that's left is to go and kill Ratatan Sas Arvina at Cape Westwind. Since the next 3 dungeons are going to be heavily lore and like cutscene heavy, I'm actually going to use Summoner for them because I actually like the armor better than the Scholar at the moment. So I'll be back in just a second. It's going to take a little bit to queue for this dungeon. Alright, so that took a little over 15 minutes. So yeah, that was a long time. Thankfully I got to give my ears a break from headphones. It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the man who felled the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer? I see. The commotion without is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating me, you hope to undermine the garrison at Occidents. A bold strategy, to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for him. Send word to Castrum Occidents. Tell them the Laminsons are coming. At once, my lord. "15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Belsar first set foot in Eorzea, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as it ever did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer? The desire to deliver the people from suffering." The land has conquered The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems, poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we had never known, and he only desires the self-same for the people of his realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Belsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. Such is the sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason, in the name of Lord Van Belsar, I, Ratatin Sas Arvina, do swear to strike you down! One of the easiest fights in the entire game. You literally just attack him and only him. You saw that all that fire there? Yeah, that was the super move. But literally all it is just fight him. The healers might have to heal a little bit, but it's nothing too major.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Life is nothing without death.
That's the first time I've seen that move. But that's it. That's literally the fight. Forgive me. I have failed you. Lord Van Belsar! And dead. And scene. No. Alright. The light. A Magitech transporter. Clive, are you there? What news of Ratatin? Fallen? With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. The fading of that light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Ratatin Sas Arvina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. Tis I. It seems you've done it again, Clive. I'd raise a tanker to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory. There's still a small matter of infiltrating Castra Meridianum and destroying the Ultima weapon. I know. No rest for the preternaturally gifted. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. Communications officer will issue your orders. I'll be waiting for you with the main host. Alright, and with that we completed the first part of Operation Archon. Look, Heidelin, your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. I can't do an evil laugh. Now without hurting y'all's ears. Perfectus slain. Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hand of the Icon Slayer if the Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Ratatin. Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing even as their commander yielded up his last breath. If it should prove they questioned his right, I cannot speak for them, my lord. Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum. So, this is their answer. Very well. We shall crush them as we crush the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yes, my lord. Okay. Yeah, but that fight is by far the easiest fight in the entire game. It's almost laughable with how easy it is. It might have been hard back in the day, but Zion's Jet, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. Even with the death of Perfectus, Operation Archon has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum. And far to the east, in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances upon Castrum Oriens. Already you have done much to advance our cause, performing such feats as are worthy of song. But if our plan is to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of your next mission. Don't need anything, because all my gear is better. The Allied Communications Officer has a task that can only be performed by a hero of the Alliance. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Garlean forces upon Vilbrin and the Rotano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin, and you must take to the field once more. The immortal flame shall strike at Castrum Meridianum by way of diversionary maneuver. While the Garleans are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the Magitech field that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castrum Meridianum in the northern Thanalon, and that is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Blue Fog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I'm told, is in low spirits, and it would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. So you'll make it like a little striptease on stage, be like, ooh, ah, That's it, I'm not going. Right, so I don't think, yeah, we haven't unlocked it yet, so gonna go there. And to get there, we have to travel north. Imagine that, having to travel north to get to North Thanalon. Buggers of mine. Is that the saying? That blows mine? Buggers believe, something like that. But my English no good. My English no good. That is the only language I speak. Alrighty. And here we are. Alrighty, that's all the time I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I hope to see y'all next time.